Here's the problem. Some of us, we have been around this thing for so long, we've forgotten how to follow. We don't know how to follow. We don't get following. If you take out your outline, there's a couple of things I wanted to have you read in the outline. First of all, Matthew 9:13, Jesus says, go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, not sacrifice. For I've not come to call the righteous, but sinners. Three things. Jesus extends the invitation to follow him. One, it's extended to sinners. Jesus extends his invitation simply to sinners. That's all it is. Every one of us are sinners. We get that. But he says here, I just want to extend it to sinners. I don't desire mercy. I don't desire sacrifice. I desire mercy. Here's the problem. Maybe you grew up in an environment where you had to fake Christianity. You had to fake following Christ. You had to pretend. You had to act a certain way. You had to fake a certain way. Or maybe you've been putting God on the back burner and you've not been where he wants you to be. Number two, that Jesus extended the invitation to follow him. Number two, to be invited into a relationship. To be invited into a relationship. He said, are you willing to follow me? I want you to say on the count of three your name. Just everybody say their name. 1, 2, 3. Are you willing to follow? It's an important question. Say it again. 1, 2, 3. Are you willing to follow? That's an important question, isn't it? Because he's not saying, are you willing to get into church? See, he's not saying, are you willing to act a certain way? Are you willing to keep a certain code of conduct? See, there's two most powerful things, motivators in our lives, really are love or rejection. We'll motivate for love or rejection. And Jesus chose not to use rejection. That's what religious people use, is rejection, to try to motivate. And it doesn't work. Jesus used love. Not love that says you can do whatever you want to and just anything goes, but love that says start where you are and follow. Start right where you are and get this thing going on. And you're not going to be the same in 6 months or a year if you really are following. And then the third thing is, he extends an invitation for all those in a religious routine. For all those who are content just to be religious. I mean, I hear people say, people down that church, they're nice folks. They're fine folks. They're good Christian people down there at that church. Down at my church, they're good Baptists. I don't know what a good Baptist is, or they're good Methodists, or good Presbyterians. In other words, they're saying is, they show up every time church doors are open. They're there mowing the yard. They're there. We have potluck dinner. We have Wednesday night service. They're there. They're good people. The problem is Jesus rocked the world of nice, fine folks. Because part of the problem of being nice, fine folks, and it happens all around us. You know people who categorize themselves as nice, fine folks. Oftentimes, they're there kind of in a social club. They're there because everybody else is conservative. Everybody else watches Fox News. We voted for, there's a certain kind of mindset there. And we're just good, conservative, solid, salt of the earth folks. But that may have nothing to do with following Jesus, folks. That may have nothing to do with choosing what Jesus is extending here. You may have just found a social club. It may be a Moose Lodge, for crying out loud, with a church name on it, We're just all in the same club. And Jesus said, no. Don't follow the club. Follow me. You know who splits churches? Fine folks who stop following. You know who are mean and bitter religious people? Fine folks who stop following Jesus. You know who are wicked, evil people who gossip and destroy communities? Oftentimes fine folks. It's disgusting. Jesus says, I need you to follow me. Just follow, okay? Just like move from where you are and just start putting one step in front of the other. Just get in the car. Just get moving. And then the fourth thing, Jesus extended an invitation to all just simply to begin to follow. Just begin to follow. I mean, if you'd have told me, Dan, before I got married, here's what you're going to do in your marriage, I said, there is no stinking way I'm doing that. That's what women's work, or whatever. I said, well, I know not to say that now. I mean, see, I am smart now. I was dumb then, smart now. I've learned. Why? Because I love her. I love her enough to change. And if I'm walking in this relationship with her, I'm changing. I'm just changing. I'm doing stuff I never would have thought I'd do. I carry a purse. Yes, honey. Dear, you're my girl. I'm carrying a purse. I mean, yeah. Comfortable enough with that now? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I go in the store. I mean, you're in the store, and it's just like, they're just, but you do it because you love them. If you love Christ, you're going to change. It's going to be a change. It's going to be adaptation. Here's the deal. Some of you have been church people, religious people all your life, but you've not followed. You just never started following. And you have no idea what's hanging in the balance of following Jesus. The freedom that's going to come your way. Following Christ. It's amazing. He wants us to live differently. The wisdom he gives you, the way you live. I've never ever heard a person who said, I started following Christ and it messed me up so bad. I just got so jacked up by following Jesus. I heard people say, I followed a religious leader. Got really messed up. I got into a church that was all legalistic. I followed my way. I followed the culture. Here's the thing, folks. Following Christ is going to cost you something. But not following Christ is going to cost you more. He will. It will. Following Christ will cost you something, but not following him will cost you so much more. He does not call us to rules. He does not call us to requirements. We have no idea what hangs in the balance, folks. Some of you have been so religious for so long, it's not even come on your radar that you need to follow him. You haven't even thought about it. But you feel something in your chest right now pulling at you saying, follow me, follow me. And you said no, no, no by the way you've lived your life, but today is different because today you're going to say, I choose. I choose. Just quietly, just bow your head. If those are your words, it's on your lips today, just say it. Just say it. Just say, I choose to follow you. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you're going to do to me. I just choose to follow you. I choose to let you lead, Jesus. Just say it. Just say it. There's power in saying and uttering those words.
I choose to follow. I choose to let you lead. Childlike faith, I walk each day, knowing that you're all I need. I choose to love you because you've chosen me. All the things that I could choose to do, I choose to follow you with the dawn of each new day. I will surrender, Lord, have your way. In good times, in hard times, I will surrender to whatever you say. I choose you, and I will follow. I choose you, and I will follow you.
Is that your desire? I mean, really, is that your desire? Just make that a prayer. And you know, maybe you're starting that journey and you don't have any. You realize that you are just at a beginning point. You don't have anything figured out. It's okay. He understands exactly